Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm playing along with the game of Clue over on Ginger's Corner. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing along with a fun challenge game based off of the board game Clue and hosted by Ginger over on Ginger's Corner. There's a giveaway that goes along with this challenge, so if you want to participate, you can find all of the rules to the giveaway in Ginger's intro video, which you'll find in the collaborative playlist linked below in the description box, where you can also watch Ginger and some of her friends playing along with the game throughout the month of August. To play along, you will need to be a member of Ginger's Facebook group, which will also be linked in the description box of this video. All right, so I think we're on layout number 4, and we're going to roll the dice to see what we have to put on our layout today. So let's get started. Our first roll is number 5, Ms. Peacock. And next up, we are going to get 2. We got the lead pipe. And then another 2 in the billiard room. Okay, and then for our fourth roll, we're going to go back to Miss Peacock. And we got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue ink. And under the lead pipe, we got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pet page. And in the billiard room, we have 3. 1, 2, 3. A wooden embellishment. Weirdly, I feel like I've rolled a lot of these before, but let me pause the camera and see what I can find in terms of photos and supplies. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so here's what I came up with. So sticking to my plan of focusing on that 2021 time frame, I found some pictures of Amelia and her puppy. This would go in her first year album. I want to do a layout about this because I was very worried when they got a puppy right before bringing a baby home from the hospital, but these two have grown up together, and this dog is shocking to me. Like, she literally lays there while the kids climb all over her, and she just, like, the only time where I was like, oh, that I was kind of like concerned about the baby at all was when she was learning to walk, and the dog was still like a puppy and didn't know her own size, and so sometimes she would like turn around into too small of space and knock the baby over with her back end because she was just so big. But she is so gentle and so precious, but also protective of the kids. So I really love her. So I'm excited to do this layout actually. And then, so that covers pet page. I did go looking for pet supplies. I don't have a ton of paper that's pet themed, but that's okay. I can use whatever paper. I might actually go for something that's a little bit more fitting the colors of my photos. But what I did find in here was, oh my gosh, I forgot my friend Ruth had made these for me. And when I pulled it out, I was like, oh yeah, I would put that with my puppy stuff. But this is a die cut piece that my friend Ruth put together for me intentionally to look like Miss Nova. How cute is that? Like, look at, isn't that sweet that she did that for me? So she's one of my friends that I swap with over on Ginger's Corner. She made my other grand dogs too. So I have 2 long-haired wiener dog grand dogs, and this is Ophelia and this is Xena. So I'll have to do a layout with them too. That's so sweet, and I just adore these. I tucked them away and kind of forgot they were there. Thank you for the prompt. It's kind of cool. And inside, so like I don't have a lot of papers, but I have a lot of like embellishment kind of stuff. And in there was some wood veneer, so that covers my wooden embellishment. And then I pulled out a couple of different kinds of blue ink. So I think I'm going to use Faded Jeans to distress my edges if I use this paper. If I don't, I might not use it. But I think I'm going to use Night of Navy to stamp some stitching edges onto my layout, so then I can get that blue ink prompt going in there. So how about that, hey? So that is where I'm going with this layout, and I will put something together and then pop back in and show you what I did. All right, hang on, I'll be right back. All right, so this is what I ended up coming up with. I went ahead and looked for a different collection to work with because I didn't feel like the colors in the Bo Bunny papers that I had pulled out matched with her clothes and stuff, and I wanted something a little bit more matchy-matchy, I guess. So I grabbed this pack from Fancy Pants. It is called True Friend, and it's an old one. I don't know how long ago, but old, 2014. So what I loved about it was I thought best friends and dogs go together, and they had all of these, or I don't know where they all came from. I'm sure I got this secondhand, but I had all of these 3x4 cut apart cards that I think were like, maybe not even cut apart, but like part of the bundle or whatever. So I cut a bunch of those down into 3x3 squares and made a little grid, and I really like how that turned out. It looks super cute. I absolutely love this embellishment, so thank you, Ruth, if you're watching. I've already photographed this and sent it to my daughter-in-law, and she was so touched that you would make something that looked like our Nova, and really excited to put this on a page, so thank you. And then in terms of the game, let's see what I did here. So I first rolled a 5 for Miss Peacock and then a 5 for blue ink. So I used Night of Navy by Stampin' Up, and I inked up 3 wood veneer pieces. So we have the puppy piece, this paw print with like in a circle, and then this heart. I inked all of those in this Night of Navy, and then I also stamped using my stitching stamp around the outside of my paper using the Night of Navy. Okay, so that's where my blue ink came in. And then the lead pipe, I rolled a 2 for lead pipe and then a 6 for a pet page. Well, I think this is pretty clear that it's a pet page. There's a dog in the photo. There's a dog here. The title is Puppy Love. I don't know how much more clear I could be. And then the billiard room, I rolled a 2 for that and then a 3 for wooden embellishments. So these 3 wooden embellishments I think would count. And I also have these little sunburst elements on the page. So I think we definitely got wood embellishments covered. So when I put this into the like when I post it in the album, I'm actually going to write all of that information down. So I'm going to write 5 Miss Peacock, 5 blue ink, and then I'm going to write what ink I used. Is that even going to focus? Night of Navy by Stampin' Up, and I'm going to put where I put it. So on the wood veneer, 3 pieces, and stitched edge stamping. And then I'm going to actually write 2 for lead pipe with 6 for pet page. And then I'm going to direct them to the title is Puppy Love and the layout's about a puppy and the baby. Okay. And then down here, when I put billiard room, I rolled a 2 for billiard room. I rolled a 3 for wooden embellishment. And then I'm going to write all my wooden embellishments, the word puppy, the heart, the paw print in the circle, and the 3 starbursts. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what to do if you want to play along. There's also a lot of posts in there already, so you can always go and look at what other people are writing. So if you want to play along and be entered to win the prize, you'll need to pop over to Ginger's Corner Facebook group. And if you're not a part of the group already, just make sure to answer the questions when you sign up so that everybody knows you're not a robot. We're not going to get spammed. That's all that's for. Then once you're in the group, you can find the documents that you need. So you'll find those, I don't even know where I put them. The sheets. They're back. They were way behind me. Like, what was I doing? Okay, so these sheets here, you'll find those under the Files tab. So if you just look at the top of the thing under the kind of cover photo, it'll have a tab for Files. You can go in there and find the one for the CLUE game. And then once you have your documents in front of you, you can roll the dice and you can see what kind of things you come up with and create a page. And when you're ready to upload your page, if you are not comfortable having your family or you don't have permission to post somebody else's children or something, you can always just put a little something over their faces before you photograph your layout. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can do it digitally too, but just cover up their little faces if you don't want to show them, and then take a photo. But they do ask that you have photos on your layout to show that your layout is completed. Okay, so take a photo of your layout and then upload it into the album. So you'll have to go into albums and find the CLUE album, put your photo in there of your layout, and then, like I said, you're going to write in a comment under your photo, you're going to write all of the information. What did you roll? How did that, what did you put on there? How did you use the prompt, kind of a thing. And then once the captains get around to looking at your layout and making sure you got all the things in there, they'll comment with a little ticket that says that you've been admitted. So 1 admission. So you can enter up to 3 times. You can add more layouts if you're inspired to keep creating, but you'll only be entered into the draw 3 times. Okay, so I think that covers everything. Yeah, I hope that you're feeling inspired to create a layout using this fun challenge and maybe even play along in the Facebook group. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.